Alright, it's 12 a.m. Everybody's asleep, so I was like, might as well make a YouTube video. I'm bored, so I was like, might as well make a YouTube video, react to, scary videos. We shall see.
From Mexico shared a disturbing
See.
pattern that's been unfolding at his home. Almost every night, right around 3 a.m., he hears knocking at his front door. But every time he checks, no one is there. Ever since the first night he answered, he's been haunted by the image of an old woman
Bro got
standing
ding dong
outside,
ditched.
silently staring in. Determined to find out what's really happening, he decides to record and captured this.
What did he capture? Show me.
Once
That was
again,
totally not
he
in the
hears
video,
the same
right?
familiar knocking. But
Hold
when
up.
he opens the door, the front step is empty.
Let me get my
The
water. Hold up.
following night, he's awakened by the
2
sound of
seconds. I told y'all 2 seconds. Bro, I'm so unprepared. Can we get L YouTuber and L streamer
movement
in
inside
chat?
his home.
Follow
Slow,
the TikTok
deliberate
Trust Nobody
footsteps
Gaming.
echoing
Follow
through
the
the
Twitch
darkness
Trust Nobody Gaming.
before the knocking starts all over again.
Click, click, click. I'm just gonna add, this is 10 times scarier when it's pitch black dark outside. The whole house is quiet.
After another strange noise, he opens the door to find a plant root
It was
lying
like
on
somebody
his
was
doorstep.
hitting the door with it.
Soon after, a cat begins showing up outside his window every night at 4 a.m.,
Oh, it's a cat.
staring at him with an unsettling intensity, just like the old woman did. Convinced these events are connected, he now believes she may be a witch,
Yo, I'm
or
in
something far
Texas,
more sinister trying
so,
to find its way inside.
or I'm from
Before
Texas,
we
so
jump into our next
that old
terrifying
lady
video,
finna,
make sure to hype the video and subscribe to the channel and
that
hit
old
that
lady finna,
notification bell so you'll be the
pop.
first to know whenever we upload something new. Now let's get back.
Y'all should listen to that dude and subscribe, subscribe, hit that bell, get notified next time I post a video. I don't really post on here too much, but I'm trying.
To our next video.
Trying to find time to do it
At around
between
3
streaming.
p.m. on a quiet Saturday, Bonita Adonis was home alone, watching TV in the kitchen while waiting for her husband to return from the grocery store. It's not often she has the whole house to herself, especially with visiting relatives staying for several months. But that day, everyone else was out, leaving
God.
Bonita completely alone. Or so she thought.
Why is she
According to
walking
her
like that?
security camera, what happened next would shatter that peaceful afternoon.
Excuse me, my bad. Whoa, y'all seen that, right? Hold up, y'all seen that? Look in the window, look in the window. What the fuck? Could that be a washer malfunction? Let me know in the comments.
If not for the passing shadow caught on camera, Bonita says she would have blamed the incident on
Bro,
a simple
that
stove
washer's on.
malfunction.
Oh, that's a
But
stove?
watching the appliance shake violently,
The way it was
then lift
spinning, I
up
thought
and
it was like
crash
a
back down right
washer
after the shadow passed,
malfunction.
made her believe otherwise. Stoves don't move on their own, at least not like that.
No shit.
Bonita and her family now suspect
you
an
put a fork
unseen
in there or
presence
something.
may have been behind the activity, possibly even a spirit they knew. Her relatives had been living with her ever since the death of her grandmother.
You're telling me your
passed away
grandma is
under
gonna
Bonita's
spin
care.
your
Some
oven?
believe it could have been her grandmother's ghost trying to make contact. But while
By
that
spinning an
explanation
oven?
brings comfort to
Your
some,
grandma was an
the
evil
footage
person if that
still
happened.
raises
Let's be real.
questions. Was it truly something paranormal? Or just a terrifying coincidence? TikTok user Magnus Madsen had just moved into
Why is
his
this
new
actually
home,
kind of scary?
hoping for a fresh start and a clean break from his past. But something from his childhood house seems to have followed him. In his new place, Objects began moving on their own, and glowing orbs were often seen floating across rooms. The activity became so frequent that Magnus set up cameras throughout the house, determined to prove he wasn't losing his mind. But since his story was last
Oh, he set
featured,
up a timer
things
so
have
they know it
taken a
wasn't
much
fake
darker
or
turn.
anything. No cuts.
Watch this.
My house is still haunted. After a long time, something finally happened.
What happened?
It really scared me this time.
Fuck no. Oh, no.
Troubled by the nightly disturbances, Magnus decided to focus one of his cameras on the staircase, where the knocking seemed to come from every night. Only 2 days into recording, he captured something so horrifying it made
During
him
the
question
day?
whether he
Oh,
should
never
stay
mind.
in the house at all.
I lied. I was about to say during the day would be even more insane. Fuck no. Fuck no. I would be up out of that.
Imagine lying in bed every night, knowing your front door could open by itself at any moment. Would you stay? Let us know your thoughts in
No,
the
I would not
comments.
say.
But maybe it's time for Magnus to pack his things and leave this ghost house
Maybe
behind.
it's time. No, it is time.
A
Get
mother
out of that
recently
house.
shared a
Come on
video
now, get out of
describing
that
an incident
house
from
right
August
now.
13th, 2025,
Do better.
that left her deeply unsettled. Her young daughter had been alone downstairs when their Ring camera captured something she still can't explain.
I hate Ring
It had
cameras.
been only 6 weeks since Jacqueline and her daughter moved into the new house. And after what happened that night, she's no longer sure it's a safe place to live. While Jacqueline was upstairs taking a shower, her daughter was by herself in the kitchen. Suddenly, this happened.
Time blowing off steam. But now at the casino, she's playing to avenge Paul's death. She lures Victor into a trap.
Paul's
letting him gain his
death?
confidence, win a few hands, just to see what his tendencies are.
What just got
But
thrown
then
at her?
she
Hold up.
gain his
What I miss?
confidence, win a few hands, just to lure.
What I
But
miss?
now at the casino, she's playing to avenge Paul's death. She lures Victor into a trap. Letting him
Oh,
gain
something
his
fell off the couch.
confidence, win a few hands, just to see what his tendencies are. But then she goes for the throat.
Within 4 hours, Sally has cleaned Victor out, winning the entire $100,000 pot.
Frequently in a poker game like this,
She good?
because the stakes are so high and emotions are so high, often these disputes are carried away from
She
the
good?
poker table. You would become so angry that you would act out violently.
Instead of just leaving the game this time, Sally's scared.
Clutching her arm, Jacqueline's daughter ran upstairs to tell her that something had touched her. Jacqueline froze at the words no parent
Bro, that's
ever
a
wants
little
to hear
kid.
from their child.
That's not something the little kid
there
is
was
just gonna
proof.
mess or
Minutes later,
make up.
she snapped a photo of her daughter's arm, showing an unexplained mark. When she reviewed the security footage, she found no sign of another person. Yet the video clearly shows a bag on the couch shifting on its own and a small object being launched toward her daughter. Convinced this was no accident,
Bro,
Jacqueline now believes she may be dealing with a haunting.
Bro.
Whether paranormal or not, her child's sudden crying and the mysterious mark are hard to ignore. But as always, the final verdict is yours. Parents often pass down gifts to their children, but in Siddy's case, that gift was something far more unsettling. She inherited what she calls her seeing ability. At first, nothing seemed unusual, not until her
That
family
dog kinda
moved back
scared me.
into Siddy's childhood home. What makes it even more chilling is that when Siddy was a little girl living within those same walls, she used to see a spirit, one that over time became her so-called friend. She remembers talking
no.
to it, even playing around the house, though no one else ever saw what she did. Now, years later, living there again as an adult, her own daughter has started describing a spirit of her own. Siddy suspects it might be the very same presence she once knew, but she hasn't been able to prove it. Watch closely.
Hi. My dad's name is Franz.
She's just talking to herself. She just might have, like, she might be skits or something.
Baba, morning. Ella, her and Ella too. Baba's turning. Ella, too. Why are you waiting for Ella? Her have bucket and her have right here. Why?
Bro. I think she's just talking to herself. I mean, she might just have
What
an
are you saying?
imagination.
Nothing?
She might just have an imagination. Who knows?
I made a bed and that's okay. I need it later.
Oh my god, excuse me. My bad, guys. I'm allergic to bullshit. She's just talking to herself. All right,
For a
next.
child, City believes that whatever her daughter is seeing might not be dangerous either, but some warn that not all spirits stay friendly forever. Many appear harmless at first, only to reveal their darker side over time, turning what feels like a gentle haunting into something much more sinister. It was a quiet night when the sound of a baby crying pulled a father from his half-asleep haze.
What the fuck?
At first, it seemed normal. Maybe his child had simply stirred in the crib. But something about the cry felt off, like it was echoing from somewhere
Whoa. I just heard a loud ass knock. Like, I heard all the way in there.
else entirely. Uneasy, he got up and looked out the upstairs window, scanning the yard for anything unusual. Nothing seemed out of place.
Bro,
Yet the
that's why you
strange
need a
feeling only grew
cue with the
stronger.
light on the end.
Determined
Wanna
to be sure,
do
he
better.
headed downstairs.
Son las 3 de la mañana.
I don't know
están
what he's saying.
escuchando sonidos en la parte trasera.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oye, Ceci, hay algo allá abajo, ¿eh? Hay algo allá abajo. Sí. No, voy a ver.
I don't
Son
know
el
what he's
patio,
saying, but I think he's seen
Déjame,
something.
voy a checar.
What did I miss?
No mames.
As he stepped into the living room, a pink rolling baby toy suddenly slid across the floor on its
Okay, I
own.
thought I
No
seen
one
it.
else was there.
I just didn't know if I was
No
tweaking.
breeze, no strings. Just the toy moving as if pushed by an invisible hand. His breathing grew heavier as he turned toward the downstairs window, hoping for some rational explanation. Instead, he froze. Through the curtains of the garage window, a human-like head slowly peeked out from behind the corner. Its movements were deliberate, almost knowing, as if aware it was being watched. But its shape was wrong, its proportions off, its motion unnervingly
What the
unnatural.
fuck?
The father stumbled back from the glass,
One in the
shaken to
I
his
was about to
core,
say one in the chat.
realizing that
Comment down
whatever
below
had
if y'all
come near
think this
his home
is
that night
real or not.
wasn't anything he could explain. A man and his girlfriend set
That'd be
out to
hard
explore
to
an
edit.
old abandoned building hidden somewhere in Denver, Colorado, a place with a dark and
I know somebody from
complicated
Denver.
history. Back in the 1970s, it served as a school before being turned into a residence for the Sisters of Seton House. Then, in 1982, it was converted into a homeless shelter before being permanently shut down. Now it just sits there, forgotten and waiting for renovation. The couple decided
All right, so this is off topic, but where I used to live, there was an abandoned like orphanage. They tore it down or whatnot. But one October, like a few years ago, I went there. We explored it. Bro, when I tell you it was terrifying, it was like broken down and stuff. We went into this one room. It had like paintings on the wall. Like it was like fish, like a little kid drew fish on the wall with paint, or little kids drew it. And then we went down into like downstairs. Because when you first go in there, there's like a set of stairs that you can go down or whatever. There was a little girl jacket just chilling on the floor. It was like new. It looked new.
Decided to
Keep in mind, this building was abandoned for like 20, 30 years before we went and explored it.
explore it one evening to document what they found.
Kind of insane.
But what their camera captured that night was truly chilling. Watch closely.
What? Hello? Is there someone in there? I am not the police.
Bro, I would love to explore. I would love to explore abandoned buildings, like IRL stream abandoned buildings. I would risk going to jail, but you know, it'd be fun. It'd be worth it, for sure. The person's gone.
Oh, it feels kind of eerie. You get a weird feeling.
Hit that sub button. If we hit 1,000 subs here on TikTok, I know we're only at 30 at the moment, but if we hit 1,000 subs, I'll do a YouTube video exploring an abandoned building. If we hit 1,000 on TikTok, I'll do it. Or not 1,000 on TikTok, 1,000 on YouTube. Oh, that's hurt. Is that her? I hear.
I'm gonna knock the door, okay?
Oh, there's somebody over there.
Hold on.
As they wandered through the crumbling halls, they entered a small open room. And that's when something strange appeared on camera. The woman in the shot casts no shadow, and her skin looks unnaturally pale, almost
It's literally
gray,
2 arms. I don't even see a
giving her
face.
ghostly, unreal appearance.
I don't even see a
Just
face.
moments later, the figure disappears completely. The couple swears they never saw anyone there while filming, which left them convinced they'd caught something supernatural.
It's kind of weird.
Maybe a spirit still tied to the dark past of Seton House. But what do you think? Did they really catch him
We'll watch
working
one more.
at a local sneaker shop for a few years, and he genuinely loved it? The thrill of new releases, the energy of sneakerheads chasing their next pair, and the satisfaction of setting up perfect displays made it more than just a job. It was something he took pride in. Most nights were calm, giving him time to clean up and enjoy the quiet after closing. But one evening, while the store sat completely empty, Ethan leaned against the counter scrolling through his phone when something on the CCTV
Bro, you should not be on your
monitor
phone while
suddenly
clocked
caught
in.
his eye.
Come on now. You should not be on your phone while clocked in. Oh, it fell off. Gravity. Gravity. Oh, there's that Chucky doll in the background. I don't know if y'all seen that. There's that Chucky doll in the background. Oh, that's him. Okay. Thought I was tweaking.
On one of the top shelves, a sneaker tipped forward and fell to the floor, hard enough to echo through the entire store. Startled, Ethan ran into the stockroom to catch his breath before cautiously returning to the floor. After a few deep breaths, he picked the shoe up and placed it back, still shaken, but trying to convince himself it was just a coincidence. Yet the tension lingered, the uneasy feeling that he wasn't alone. The next morning, when he arrived for his shift, that feeling only grew stronger. Lying in the middle of the floor was a single crock, one that hadn't been there when he locked up. Confused and unnerved, Ethan immediately went to review the security footage from the night before.
Bro, come on now. This is what I saw when I was opening the store in the morning. Another shoe that fell. So I checked the camera to see the Yeezy foam runner fell off the wall. Well, it's not like somebody grabbed it off the wall.
The footage clearly showed the sneaker sliding off the shelf,
Really?
completely on its own. No customers, no employees, just movement where there shouldn't have been any. Unsure what to make of it, Ethan reported everything to his manager, describing the events exactly as they happened. What came next remains a mystery, but one thing's certain. Something unexplainable was happening inside that store.
Bro jumped. Alright, we're gonna end it there. If y'all want to see another video like this, y'all just let me know in the comments. Let's try to hit 100 over here. If we hit 1,000, I'll try to do a YouTube video on an abandoned building. But I appreciate every single one of y'all for watching. If y'all got to the very end, comment TRNB with the fire emoji. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I shall see y'all in the next one.